Alright, so I got the first draft, the really difficult part of the drums done. Everything from here is just tweaking and fine tuning the MIDI and the velocity and the timing and whatever. But the horrible, dreaded part is over with. So let's go. We got the intro into the first verse. This is what the album drums sound like. Okay? That's the album version of the drums. Here is what I've put together. All right, next up is the second half of the first pre-chorus into the first half of the first chorus. And keep in mind that I do not have access to the original studio recordings in full quality. I use software to separate the album version on my computer into the parts that I have. So while the kick and the snare sound good, you can hear the toms. It's very difficult to hear the hi-hats and the crashes because they get lost in the fray. No matter how good the program is doing the separating, it's part of the deal. So when I filled mine in, I had to take some liberties because I really didn't know what it was they were originally doing. So here we go. Okay, so here's my edit. Okay, and all I got left is the first and second half of the second chorus because the first chorus does not have a second half. We don't get that till later in the song. And the tom action that I developed in the first half of the first chorus gets explosive in the second half of the second chorus. So the album version's drums are pretty much the same beat for both parts. just hitting the drums quite a bit harder. So I'll play a couple snippets of them, but I won't make you sit through the whole thing. And then I got this, and then that's it for now. Granted, I've got the entire thing done. I'm just letting you hear the highlights. Alright, and here is my part. This is just a rough idea I'm working with. These may not be the final sounds of the drums. The beauty of MIDI is that you can use these notes to trigger whatever you like. Nothing is mixed yet. I don't have the velocities 100% figured out. I was just trying to lay the basic framework of timing of the drums, and it's got a long ways to go, but it does sound pretty good for a rough sketch, or so I think. But then again, I'm biased. Anyway, here you go. That's all I got for now. Ricardo, can you help me?